our government has a firm policy not to capitulate to terrorist demands, that no concessions policy remains in force. In spite of the wildly speculative and false stories about arms for hostages and alleged ransom payments, we did not, repeat, did not trade weapons or anything else for hostages. Nor will we.
The ballad of the bullet, some freedom or some bullshit. Will we ever do it big or just keep settling for little shit? We brag on having bread, but none of us are bakers. We all talk having greens, but none of us own acres. If none of us own acres and none of us grow wheat, then who will feed our people when our people need to eat? So it seems our people starve from lack of understanding, cause all we seem to give them is some ballin' and some dancing and some talking about our car and imaginary mansions. We should be indicted for bullshit we inciting, telling children death and pretending it's exciting. We are advertisements for agony and pain. We exploit the youth, we tell them to join the gang. We tell them dope stories, introduce them to the gang. Just like Oliver North introduced us to cocaine in the 80s when them bricks came on military plane.
A few months ago, I told the American people I did not trade arms for hostages. My heart and my best intentions still tell me that's true, but the facts and the evidence tell me it is not.
The end of the Reagan era, I'm like Lemma 12er, old enough to understand the shit had changed forever. They declared a war on drugs, like a war on terror, but what it really did was let the police terrorize whoever. But mostly black boys, but they would call us niggas, and lay us on our belly while they fingers on their triggers. They boots was on our head, they dogs was on our crotches, and they would beat us up if we had diamonds on our watches. And they would take our drugs and monies as they pick our pockets. I guess that's the privilege of policing for some profit. But thanks to Reaganomics, prison turned to profits, cause free labor's the cornerstone of U.S. economics. Cause slavery was abolished unless you are in prison. You think I ambush it and then read the 13th Amendment. Involuntary servitude and slavery it prohibits. That's why they giving drug offenders time in double digits. Ronald Reagan was an actor, not at all a factor, just an employee of the country's real masters. Just like the Bushes, Clinton and Obama, just another talking head telling lies on teleprompters. If you don't believe the theory, then argue with this logic. Why did Reagan and Obama both go after Gaddafi? We invading sovereign soil, going after oil. Taking countries is a hobby, paid for by the oil lobby. Same as in Iraq and Afghanistan. And Ahmadinejad say they coming for Iran. They only love the rich and how they load the poor. If I say any more, they might be at my door. Who the fuck is that? Staring in my window, doing that surveillance on Mr. Michael Render. I'm dropping off the grid before they pump the lead. I leave you with 4 words, I'm glad Reagan dead.
Picture this, I'm a bag of dicks, put me to your lips, I am sick, I will punch a baby bear in his shit, give me lip, I'ma send you to the yard, get a stick, make a switch, I can end the conversation real quick. I am crack, I ain't lying, kick a lion in his crack, I'm the shit, I will fall off in your crib, take a shit, hit your mama on the booty, kick your dog, fuck your bitch, that boy dressed up like he Santa and took pictures with your kids. We the best, we will cut a frowny face in your chest, little wench, I'm unmentionably fresh, I'm a mensch. Get correct, I will walk into a court while it wrecks, screaming, yes, I am guilty, motherfuckers, I am death. Hey, you wanna hear a good joke? Nobody speak, nobody get choked.
smoke with Snoopy. I still remain that dick rabbit slacker that spill the wookie. Cause the total of the toolie will murder you friggin' moolies. Fuck out of here. Yeah.
Nobody speak, nobody get choked. Hey. Nobody speak, nobody get choked. Hey.
Nobody speak. Nobody speak.
Only facts, I will shoot up. Baby duck if it quacks with a Ruger. Top billing, come cops and villainous shots is block shipped out and bought and y'all feeling it. LP killing it, killer Mike killing shit.
What more can I say? We top billing it. Valiant without villain it. Viciously found victory. Burnt towns and villages. Burning, looting, and pillaging.
Murderers try to hurt us, we curse them and all their children. I just want the bread and bologna bundles to tuck away. I don't work for free, I am barely giving a fuck away.
So tell begging Johnny and mommy to get the fuck away. Yo, here's a gun, son. Now run. Get it the gut away. Live to shoot another day.
Nobody speak, nobody get choked. Hey. Nobody speak, nobody get choked. Hey.
Nobody speak. Nobody speak.
Nobody speak, nobody get choked. Nobody speak, nobody get choked. Hey.
Hear what I say. We are the business today. Fuck shit is finished today. RT&J, we the new PB&J. We dropped the classic today. We did a tablet of acid today. Lit joints with the matches and ashes away. We dash away. Donna and Dixon, the pistol is blasting away.
Doctors of death, killing our patients of breath. We are the pain you can trust. Crooked it work, hooking up curses and slurs. Smoking my brain in a mush. I became famous for blaming you fucks. Naming my way through the brush. There was no training or taming of me and my bruh. Live like a man, but I'm animal raw.
We are the murderers there. That with the jail and we murdered the murderers there. Then with the hell and discovered the devil delivered some hurt and despair. Used to have powder to push. Now I smoke pounds of the kush. Holy, I'm burning the bush. Now I give a fuck about none of this shit. You run her over and out of this bitch.
Step into the spotlight. Copying of uppers and downers get done. I'm in a rush to be numb. Dropping 1,000 ain't much. Come from the clouds on a missile to turn us all down in the dust. Don't make a sound, baby, hush. I am the living swipe right on the mic, I'm a slut. I don't know how to not spit like a loud. I spill it pound on my kids on your couch.
Half of a Mongol and mythical team, dealing this treacherous thing. Legend says Ellen's a spun out of hell. The myth is my mama's a murderous queen. Yo, I can end like in Godfather 1. You get the gun as I christen my son. If I die today in this hell, I should pay. Tell the Lord Mikey said, fuck, it was fun.
Every new record's my dick in a box. We get a doozy, the moolah's a lot. You're getting used to me doing no wrong. I don't play chicken, you prick, I'm a fox. You wanna kick it, I'll give you the rocks. You kiss the wood chipper blade if you bark. I'm fucking magic, in fact, I'm a warlock of talk. I got a unicorn for us.
Stop.
Step into the spotlight. And the crowd goes. And the crowd goes. And the crowd goes. And the crowd goes.
Okay. Mike Pin the jelly won't snitch. I rent a room at the Ritz. I sip a fifth of the whiz. I smoke a dub in the tub. Then I was flip on my wrist.
I'll pull a sword on you since, just with a flick of the wrist. Get your neck given a miss. Me and my skip away, whistling and grin. Everything's golden when you only win.
Bullying bastards and beating on beats. Sounds like a day at the beach. Preach. I keep the middle school step on your feet before you can speak. Blap to the feet.
We move on the ones you think I'm me. You think I'm lying, you right, see my teeth. Don't be a bore when I'm raw if I move. Hunt is no fun when your prey doesn't move. I put a gun to a bunny like truth. Say something funny, your bunny go boom. You got a bevy of shit you could groove. We like to thank you for choosing our crew.
And that's from the crew you can trust. Warranty plus for fucking shit up. We are the no-gooders, do-gooders, known to the dancers and dealers and doers of dust.
Okay. Look at this torque. Oh, nollie back 10?
A back 10, and look how far he lands.
All the way down this thing. A nollie back 10. Has anybody ever said that before on Earth? I don't think they have. He could spin.
That was a big air trick.
That was. Actually, nollie back 10.
Haldor Helgeson. We'll see if that bumps Marcus up.
There's the board side front flip. Comes correct, run two. So crazy how he holds it, and then, yep. Hi, how you doing? Goes really, he is going so fast, because when you're sliding on the snow like that, it's slowing you down greatly. Haldor Helgeson. It's nice with the edges.
So no movement up top as Zeb, Marcus, and Jake round out our top three. Could Rene change things up?
Intentional. Intentional front roll from Rene. Ooh, and that turtle roll we saw Mons Roisland, who competed in this event last year, did that turtle roll where you kind of lie on your back and continue the rotation. Rene doesn't really put his back on the snow, but it's very, very low there. What is he gonna do? I just have no idea.
The stakes have been raised.
Yeah.
Zeb Powell is in this. Marcus Cleveland is healthy. It's dare I say, a stronger field here in 2020. Fridge has gone beyond his game.
Yeah. Left foot forward. Front one. Switch back five. All the way down. Now this is very reminiscent to the big air we saw. So the rotation wants him to keep going, put that right foot forward, but he has to fight it and put that left one down, which is actually.
Yeah, homie. What's good, Dusty? How you doing, buddy? You kind of went from like kid on the come up to the dude with the target on his back.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. It's been life-changing this last couple weeks for sure.
Very cool. Let's talk a little bit about the course here. Like, are you thinking about different tricks for the different takeoffs and all that stuff? Does it affect your trick selection?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, I kind of just show up to a course and kind of see where my tricks fit on the course and then just trying to piece it together. But
what's the trick on the cannon box? You got a name for that bad boy?
I can't really figure it out, dude. Like a switchboard slide, flip, pretzel.
Maybe we call it the dust roll.
The Dustberg or something.
Let's
down
do
with
it, dog.
Let's do it, bro.
Yeah, we'll be calling your runs. We rooting for you. Let's go, dude. Go get them. Yeah.
The double crippler! It starts it! Making history! Oh my goodness! Finals Friday, live from beautiful Vail, Colorado. The Bluebirds are singing Not a Cloud in the Sky at the Burton U.S. Open of Snowboarding 2020. This first event took place in 1982, and here we are in the fullness of progression at this event, celebrating the legacy of the one and only Jake Burton, and it is slopestyle finals time. We saw a glimpse
into the mindset of our #1 qualifier from Mammoth Lakes, Dusty Henriksen, only 17 years of age, and his life is changing with this #1 qualifying position. Team, are we ready?
Oh, yeah. Whew. Yeah. I mean, this is the weather that you want for a finals. Everything's coming into place.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
First off, from Norway, Torgeir Bergrim. All the style, all the power. Aside from being on Red Bull TV, DirecTV, and Fox Australia, we also have a Japanese broadcast that is happening on Red Bull TV. And right off the bat, Torgeir looking smooth on this top part of the course.
And check out these off-camber takeoffs. It really forces the riders here in the finals to take a cross-fall line approach. It's no longer the days where a slope-style course is straight down the hill all the time. And then as you see right there, 2 jumps, a rail feature, and then your standard massive booter right there as Torgeir Bergrim ends his first run with a perfect method. That's going to be a throwaway run, but Louis, the beauty here today is all these riders get 3 runs.
It's the best of 3 runs, so definitely look for people not only to throw down their first run, but continue to build. And in semifinals, we had a little bit of flat light, which was giving a lot of difficulty to the riders, but today, you couldn't ask for better temperatures, better light, better course.
Not a cloud in the sky, 41 degrees, 0 wind.
And you see what happens there. That side takeoff just a little bit deep on the landing for Torgeir, but hey, nothing says I'm happy to be here like a beautifully executed method by a goofy-footed rider.
That is true. That is very true.
Each feature scored out of a possible 10 points. So there are no throwaway sections of this course. You see that trick score and then coupled with that overall impression score. How would you describe the overall impression score?
You know, the way I'm saying it is you look at a piece of art, if it makes you feel good, you like it. That's how the judges are looking at this, right?
Yeah, if you are watching them ride down and you're like, oh, that gets me excited to go ride, that's kind of the flow score. You're like, that felt good. They connected everything.
It's style, it's trick difficulty, it's execution, all that good stuff.
Yep.
Welcome everybody watching from around the world. We are happy to have you. Again, we can't stop going in on this weather. During qualifying, we had wind, we had to deal with all these different fronts that would move in. And for the men's semifinal, they were really riding by braille, like really having to feel their way through the course today. Not a problem, as you can see. Perfect conditions. Light wind at only 7 miles an hour.
It's an unbelievable day. Yeah, like Sal, like you were saying, in semifinals, you know, the underlying issue really was the light. It was flat light. It was gray. You couldn't see shadows. You couldn't see contours. Today, that's not a problem. Yeah. You can literally see for miles.
I know. I talked to Stolly, and he was like, I did it, but I don't know how I did it. I just kind of went down the mountain.
Yeah, not an issue today. And the big talk when we got here to Vail was this course. The Burton US Open continues to always innovate and try to push snowboarding forward. We're going to take a look at this course from the top to bottom and get you excited for why this course makes such a difference. Right off the bat, Louis, so many options.
I love it. You have so many simple rail options, but you can get creative with it. You have the flat tube, and then you have the traditional long down rail with a slight little kink at the end. And then into the next rail section, you have the kink tube, which riders can gap over. Then the down tube, the flat down tube, and then, of course, the wall ride option. You got to have a wall ride in there. And then we start getting into these new transitional features. You have both sides, so you have to hit front side and back side. There's no option. You have to hit those features right into the second one. Normally, you see a transition feature. You can hit it from either side or hit it straight over. This one, there is no option. And then we break it up with another rail section. You have the flat bar and then the cannon box. And then the traditional big money booter, ending your run with a bang. It's always nice to, it's a crowd pleaser, I would say.
Check capture is what they say. We are down to 10 riders. Top 3 runs are going to be your podium here in the finals. Now, what's interesting about this is 70% of the run is made up by individual trick scores. 10 points per feature. Sal, you said it before, there's no place to hide on this course.
Absolutely not. And no place to hide down at the bottom. Look at this crowd fired up. They know they want to see snowboarding at the highest level.
To Fakey, Coming into the second rail island, switch backside 270 to regular. Look at how far back he is taking off. Front side double cork 900. Into the cab double cork 900. Now this is where things get interesting because you get into the mentality of hitting jumps, and all of a sudden you gotta launch off a cannon box before this final jump.
And he's heading into this thing switch. Going for that switch, backside triple 1440.
Are you kidding me?
Well, Red's like, no, I did not qualify first, but I'm about to be in first.
And I did win last year.
Yes, I am the defending champ. Let's not forget it.
You know, I think what's such a strong suit of Red's is how he hit those transition features.
Yep.
I mean, you see a lot of riders hitting them, they're doing some tricks, but where he takes off and how big he goes, plus the tricks that he does. So let's just start with this rail section.
I mean, and this was a totally different look than his semifinal run. You can tell the light's good, the weather's amazing. He's switching it up.
Look at that 9.2 on that switch back.
Okay, right here.
To 270.
We can just pause it right here. Notice where he's taking off. You see so many riders that might be hitting off the corner, but he hits it so far back because he knows that he's gonna have the angle and the trajectory to make it to the landing right there. And that's why his air is so big and so perfect.
Yeah, and the problem in semifinals, of course, was the light, right? You couldn't really see where you were taking off and where you were landing. Look at it now. It's contoured, it's shadowed. This course is running really fast. And Red Gerard just put down a ridiculous first of 3 runs.
That is so sick.
This trick is just mind-boggling the way he does it. He and Dusty both have that weird pretzel out on the cannon that it's hard to comprehend.
It really is.
And then he finishes up with that switch backside triple cork 1440. In the semifinals, we only saw 3 riders even attempt 1440s.
Look at all that purple in the trick scores. This guy just going max to near max on every single feature. You couple that in with overall impression, and Red Gerard has set the tone, and the rest of the field will react accordingly, just like we saw in the women's final.
Well, and remember too, that was run 1. Usually the judges are a little bit more conservative in the first of 3 run final because they don't want to just blow it out in the 90s. However, that tells me the judges were like, that run could win this thing. And that was just run 1. So they scored at 84.4. Great score.
There's still room. There's still room. And you have to remember, that's why Red wanted to drop last, because the judges take these earlier runs to really warm up.
All right, well, why don't we just hear from the man himself? Big Red, you mission accomplished in run 1.
Yeah.
What was the strategy for you heading into this 3-run final?
Obviously, yeah. I mean, I just kind of want to land some runs. I was super hyped, as always. You know, 3-run final to land your first one always feels good, and it's really cool to know that you have 2 more left. Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy final though. So many of my good friends and so many heavy hitters in this one. But yeah, I'm really hyped on how my run turned out.
Red, you got T-Bird here. What's good, my man?
Yeah, Bird. What up?
So how does landing a run like that and putting down a score 84.4 on your first run, how does that change your mindset for runs 2 and 3, and what kind of confidence do you have going into those runs?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It does change my mind, but I don't know. That's kind of all I got. So anything else would be a little new for me. So should be fun. Hopefully it stays safe. And yeah, I'm just hoping to land more runs. It's always fun when everyone gets a good show and they get to watch some good snowboarding, and I'm sure they're going to get that today.
I think they will.
Yes, sir.
Humility just by the boatloads from the defending champ. Red, thank you. We're looking forward to 2 and 3 from you, buddy.
Oh, thank you, guys. Heck yeah.
Red.
You.
Full pull happiness as back to the top with Sebe de Boek from Belgium, 24 years of age, who really, really was a standout in the work that he did in the semifinal to get here.
This kid is one of the most powerful snowboarders I have ever seen ride. He's pure power, very fluid, amazing style, but he's a big dude, and you can see it in the way that he approaches a slopestyle course. Speed, power, execution.
Oh, going for the switchback lip, just getting a little hung up on the kink there. Like you said, even though he fell in that first row, you can just see the style. Switchback lip to start it out. Unfortunately, that'll be a throwaway.
He's going to have fun for the rest of this run here as Sebe de Boek makes his way into that second transitional feature.
To the sky.
Front side 5, nice and corked out. Into the board slide for front blunt 270. And what's he got for us on this final jump?
There we go.
Lawn dart.
That's what I wanted from 7 above.
Lawn darts.
He heard you. He's like, I got you, Louie. I got you.
I mean, he's so, like, front flips are so scary, and he can do that at ease. He can do double at ease. Crowd
Yeah, let's
pleaser.
see what went wrong here, Louie. It was the kink. It was that kink that got him.
You know, in semifinals, it got a couple riders too, that kink.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting, right? Because it is such a small little extension on the end of that rail, but it really does matter that you go through that for your score. You have to go through it or the judges are going to dock you.
He'll throw that away. Shout out to the memory of the one and only Ben Hinckley.
Yes.
May he rest in peace, who made that lawn dart so popular back in the day at X Games. But as we head up to the top to Hiroki Kunitake, 18 years of age from Aichi, Japan, and part of this massive movement. We've talked about it all week. If you know the Brazilian storm of surfing, that's what the Japanese are to snowboarding.
Yes, do not sleep on Hiroki. This kid is extremely talented. Backside 450, 270 off.
Man, Japanese
In the
people.
front side 900,
Whoa.
and that will not do it, ladies and gentlemen. This is finals.
As we saw in the women's final, you know, that necessity of being able to have speed, power, and flow through this course. Jamie Anderson just textbook. Every single hit, that's what you need.
She knows how to put those puzzle pieces together and match them perfectly.
And can I just say right now on record that Zoe Sadowski-Sanat's double cork is the coolest thing in snowboarding right now. It is absolutely perfect.
The style that she has in the air on that.
Human gyroscope, but how about this starter kit here?
Backside 450 on, 270 off. Basically, Hiroki was like, I'm gonna do a back 7, and there's gonna be a rail somewhere in there. And then right here on the front 9 tail.
He just cranked it a little hard, and he pushed, and that's where I think he kind of went up. It's like going uphill on an alley-oop and a half pipe. It's just hard to land, and he kind of just hit and kept spinning.
But it goes to show, as we've talked about all week, how precise you need to be on these side quarter pipe features because it's not the same as a straight takeoff.
You know, I really think, too, that 450, 270 out, he kind of bobbled, and that's, you know, set the tone for the rest of it.
Yeah.
All right, from Sweden, Sven Thorgren. 25 years of age, regular footer, which means he rides with his left foot forward, but we will not hold it against him.
Amen.
Oh, you goofy footers.
You know,
all right, so Sven dropping in switch. Switchback lip, 270 out. Into the cab, 450. Front side, double cork, 1080, and he sits it down. He will get docked for that, but if I'm Sven right now, keep going. Get more practice in, put a run down, show the judges what you're thinking of doing in runs 2 and 3.
Well, and also what you can do, because each one is out of 10, is you can just see how your trick is going to score on a feature. Even if you fall on one, see what the judges like on the other features.
Absolutely. Then you kind of know where they stand for your
exactly
next 2 runs.
when you do connect them all.
I enjoyed that no grab, beautiful floaty backside 180.
That was nice.
10 things off.
Yeah, and you know, Sven got second place here last year behind Red Gerard and just in front of Mark McMorris. As we're taking a look at the second rail feature cab, 450 on, back to regular.
His upper rail section was amazing. And there's the double cork 1080. Just a little bit in the back seat, because the thing is you're not landing back, you know, perpendicular with the wall. You're landing on a jump, so you have to really get those shoulders going downhill and not over your edges.
Yeah, it's not a jump, it's not a half pipe hit, it's not a hip, it's just, but you know, we've been saying all week, these style jumps are the equalizer.
Well, again, we know what Sven is capable of after that second place finish last year. He's got some nice things to build off of heading into that second run. And that's what I love about the 3-run format. You know, some people are going to come out on their first run and go ham. As we see the young Judd Hankins, this is a potential winner right here.
Well, it's what you just said. This kid, I don't think he has a safety run.
He's my pick.
Yeah, it is 100% always foot on the gas.
All right, mark it down at home, folks. Louis calling out Judd for the win. Tina.
I've seen him at contests throughout this season, and he has the game face on every event, and I've never seen it more than here.
Cab 270 to front side 270.
Shield.
Front side 900 coming in switch to that second transitional feature. Switch back 1080 from Judd Hankins. A little too much impact. I think he might have just sent that one a little bit deeper than he wanted to.
Definitely went deep. There's a lot of compression on that.
And he changed up his line from what he did.
I gotta see, was that a crazy stomp or was that off your knees?
I think he took that to the knees and somehow stomped up. What are you talking? What are we saying? He's 18.
That was unreal. But Tina, that goes back to what you said, right? Even though that wasn't going to be a top scoring run for Judd Hankins, he now knows how the judges are going to score, you know, the other features individually.
That through the kink was amazing.
Yeah, that was proper.
Oh man, he makes this thing forget about it. And right here, let's take a look at this landing.
And he holds the grab so long.
Switch back 16.
I think he put his board down and just crunching his knees.
You saw him after he got to the bottom get out of his bindings.
18.
18 years old. He was just like, okay, let me see him. Everything's still good. All right, he's giving us a sign. He's good. Oh man, second run's going to be nuts.
Yeah, that was unbelievable from Judd Hankins.
He was walking a little ginger.
Yeah, he was.
Back to the fence. We'll have to pay attention to that. Yuki Kadono, a.k.a. Oh No. And I say that because anything is possible with this dude. Like a Judd, just one speed, and that is full send.
I mean, 2015, Mark McMorris is the most dominant slopestyle rider alive. Yuki Kadono comes out, back-to-back 1620s, shocks the world, introduces himself to snowboarding,
with a win.
Takes the win.
You know, I wasn't here on site during that year, but I remember exactly where I was when he did that.
My gosh, coming in switch into the second transition feature. Cab double 900.
To the moon!
Into the cannon box. T-Bird, you gotta take that one. That was...
Front blunt 630. But to the bottom.
Oh, wow! Backside triple 1620. That...
Wait, Sal, what do you call him?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, Kadono.
I think that's because that's what every other rider says.
Oh,
when they're in the lead and Yuki drops. That run was ridiculous. Will we see a score on run 1 in the 90s? Is it going to be that type of day? Because I need to go get some Pepto-Bismol.
I threw my pen at Louis. Sorry if I hurt you.
I was too busy enjoying that. That blew my mind.
That was unreal. Switch backside 270 on, 270 off. And if you think that's crazy,
look at that.
That is a very cool angle. That really shows the contour of those features right there.
And doing it back to back. Look how big that is right there.
And then to the cannon, he just goes, watch this.
Front blunt, 630, grabbing melon.
I think what threw me off was how far he went down the landing and still had time to set up for this last jump.
The switch backside.
16.
Triple cork 16.
The hardest way to spin, switch backside, we all agree. And then to somehow throw all of that death into it.
That was amazing.
1620 for those people at home. 1620.
Yeah, it was more of a flat spinning rotation, wasn't it?
48.6 for his trick score alone.
And a big overall impression score.
Second place for Yuki Kadono.
In place, right behind Red. So,
here's what I will say. I believe that Red Gerard's rail section was a little bit better, cleaner than Yuki's. I will say that, and I think that's why, you know, they're within 1.4 points of each other.
we call the Burton U.S. Open the snowboarders event. Ståle Sandbäck is one of those people who loves snowboarding, and this event, while it is competition, is about the spirit and essence of what it is. We'll hear more from him.
I mean, snowboarding is art. I think it's art looking at people doing these tricks in the backcountry or in the competition. Showing uniqueness is important. I think people can tell when something is looking good, when someone's smiling at the end, you know, and just have fun with it. It's snowboarding, you know, it's supposed to be fun. We compete too. You want to be the best, but it's also fun to ride and learn all these new tricks, you know.
26 years of age and just still loves it like he was a kid. The oldest competitor in the field.
To think that at 26 he's considered the veteran of the field is incredible.
But you know, Ståle is one of those riders that he rides all year round, and because he enjoys it so much. He's not necessarily training, but he's on his snowboard so often.
Well, you heard him right at the bat. He said, I think this is art. I get to go out and create on my snowboard.
Back one, switch nose press into the hard way cab 270. And here comes the cab double cork 9.
You know, Ståle is such a strong half pipe rider as well. There's the front side 1080. It's kind of, well, crazy axis, a lot different than we've seen from other riders who do that.
There's that front blunt 630. What's he got on this third and final jump feature? Ooh. Backside triple 14, not quite able to put it down. And that landing sounds a little firm. I mean, it's sunny out there, but that thing sounds a little firm right there. So Ståle Sandbäck, that will not be enough to dethrone Red Gerard. And we'll take a look at the replay, see what went wrong on that final jump. That right there, back one switch nose press.
I like this right here. Just the way that he corks is so different.
You know, and that's a really astute.
This measures the individual portions.
What's the dosage? 0.01 milliliters. Very potent substance.
We've improved our distillation process over the years. This one barrel contains over 4 billion doses. Splendid.
But please turn off your beam into my soul. I will share the feelings I wish to share.
Places in America. The children. The woman insisted that her family was being oppressed by...
Buddy, it is Blue Drake, and today I've got a weird one for you. If you remember, I made a video about a game developer that I said was the weirdest game developer I've ever seen. Well, recently he announced that he's making a game, and I have to say viewership discretion is advised for this game because it is gruesome. Introducing Project Ill. Now, the developer that's creating this is actually known for creating a whole bunch of incredibly gruesome projects, but primarily for film and cinema, the stuff he created. What's up, everybody? It is a Blue Drake. Introducing Project Ill. Now, the developer that's creating this is actually known for creating a whole bunch of incredibly gruesome projects, but primarily for film and cinema. The stuff he creates is almost like out of The Thing or something like that. Oh my god. I'm sorry. It looks so gross. It's almost like this developer has a fascination for destructible environments, but destructible environments that include the human body, which is why the developer has since recently been posting a whole bunch of other projects that look like they're made in a video game, but are actually more of a cinematic pre-roll. So it's kind of like his normal projects just inspired to look like a video game, but now it looks like he's actually creating things in Unreal Engine 4. So the project that I've actually shown you today, this is actually all created in Unreal Engine 4, which means it looks like he's actually looking to get involved with making an actual game, and not just something that kind of looks like a game, but is more of a cinematic creation. This is a kind of creator that is really interested in gore and really interested in things like dismemberment.
Jesus!
Okay, so I didn't think I would be talking about this game once more in just 3 days, but here we are again with this upcoming weird...
You'll make your way from the village to the into the a warm welcome's not really what's in store for you.
Man blood.
Now, let's take a look at him.
Each type of enemy has their own distinct way of fighting, so you'll need to change up your strategy to defeat them. Everyone knows what to do with red barrels, right? Some of you will remember a similar management system in Resident Evil 4. This time around, we've added crafting, which allows you to create items such as first aid and ammo. Smash away with your trusty knife. There's plenty of items to find in your travels.
Harold's danger. Because he is in my castle and is already even too much for my daughters to handle. When I find him... No, Mother Miranda. Yes, of course, I understand the importance of the ceremony. I won't let you down.
Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on here?
No. The place is full of nothing but blood and death. Well, Ethan Winters. There you are.
Who the fuck are you?
Let's see what you're really made of. Ethan Winters.
So this is a win-win situation from no matter. Oh my God! Went down. That left hook. The end could be near. That will do it. Game, set, match. Just.
Taesung Kim, this one's, you know, he has to figure out. I've never seen anything get anything on Pereira, so he has to figure out how he's going to get just break down that reach advantage right there first.
Yeah.
He's got a weight advantage. I don't know how he's going to play it, but
yeah, he's going to have to get inside and he's going to have to push Pereira back. If he doesn't, then Pereira's just going to do as he pleases. He gets really comfortable in the cage and he likes to move around and he likes to just instill his game on people.
this will be a 2 5-minute round match. And Taesung Kim just walking in there with a couple low kicks starting off.
Yeah, that's one thing he's got for him. He's fearless. He just goes straight forward and he likes to slug. He likes to throw big, heavy shots. Whoa. Pereira just jumping in there.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to dance around him and surprise him.
Yeah, with that long right hook. Oh, he just took a little slip there. He's on his back.
I heard Taesung Kim has practiced jiu-jitsu for...
Oh! This is the backflip.
That's, yeah, no, that's...
Those stomping, yeah.
I mean, if he stomped on his head, that would have been a very, very problematic move.
Referee's going to give him a warning here.
Yeah, you can't, no stomping.
Pereira's saying it was to the body, but it was definitely...
He stepped on his head.
Stepped on his head there. Pereira's lucky there just to get off with a warning.
There's some said it's okay.
Yeah. He's a sport, you know. He just loves to fight.
And he gave him a nice little kick. So no soccer kick, no stomping.
There we go, rough again. Taesung's got to watch out for those lunging. Oh, those lunging punches from
Will that Mr. Pastov get you?
We saw Pereira in his last bout
Okay.
just knock down Wonchun Chair with one of those lunging punches.
Very, you just don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah, he's so unpredictable. Taesung's just edging his way forward. Though he gets knocked down. He's getting surprised. Whoa.
Nice move by Tae Sung Kim, keeping him off.
Uh-huh.
And another one.
Wow. Flashy, wow, and a side kick to the head.
Oh, flashy kick there.
Tae Sung's all right.
Yeah, he knows how to
being a man.
Please the crowd. He's got to be
Wow.
careful though, Pereira. Tae Sung's got strong
Tae Sung
hands.
takes a knee to the body.
Are we watching a video game fight or
Yeah.
really?
I'm not sure. It's kind of a mix
Oh.
of reality here.
Exchanging right hooks.
Tae
by
Sung
both
Kim.
fighters.
3 minutes left.
Yeah, Tae Sung Kim, he doesn't want to get embarrassed here. He doesn't want to let Pereira get too flashy, but he's keeping his composure. He's
We've
just
never
going
seen
forward.
Pereira down this road, though. We haven't seen him go for that this far.
Nice body shots there.
Yeah, Tae Sung's just covering up so high that Pereira's getting into the body.
Tae Sung face
Wow.
one.
Throwing some big heavy hands here. Back fist.
Oh!
Oh,
And
and
takes a knee.
knee to the body.
Tae Sung is actually...
Tae Sung's caught him a couple times.
Yeah, he got him a couple times. He seems to have done his homework. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not phased by.
If Tae Sung was a little bit longer, you know, it would have been more effective.
Yeah, that's the problem he's got. He's so short and stocky. He's got to get really close to hit Pereira.
Now Yin Soo Hwang has to be watching this right now.
Yeah, he's got to be thinking, how am I going to deal with this unorthodox
Oh.
fighter?
Nice overhand. Cover up.
Nice right hand by Pereira.
And a flying knee. He's got a hold of his head.
Oh.
Whoa, big knee kick. Here we go. We haven't seen too much of Pereira from the clinch position. Tae Sung's got him tied up and breaks away.
Tae Sung's taking a lot of hits, but still moving forward.
Yeah, Pereira just ducks that big right hand.
He was kind of telegraphing there.
Tae Sung slowed down a lot.
Yeah, he slows down, but he keeps going. You know, he doesn't grind to a hold. He just keeps going, kind of steady and kind of slugs it out. Big spinning back kick there from Pereira.
And nice counter by Tae Sung.
Strong right hand. Yeah, that's where Tae Sung's going to work. He's going to try to counter those shots which are coming from all different angles from Pereira.
Yeah. Tae Sung's looking for an overhead.
Yeah, if he can keep Pereira against the fence, you know, he might be able to land a big shot.
He's just looking for a right, just that one big shot. A minute left.
Oh, and a takedown by
Pereira gets the
Pereira.
takedown.
Yeah, showing his
We've never seen that before.
Never seen it before.
Tae Sung's giving him a fight right now.
Yeah, he doesn't showboat anymore. He stopped showboating.
Tae Sung, sorry, just trying to tie up those arms from the bottom. Pereira trying to throw some short
30 seconds in this first round.
So I want to see what Tae Sung has practiced for this fight in the ground. He's looking for an arm lock here, but he doesn't have the right posture.
Yeah, I think at the moment he's just kind of looking to survive. I think he's giving up on the arm bar.
Try to pull the head and trying to stop that pounding.
He's got to move side to side. He's got to move.
Yeah, Pereira's catching him here with a short shot.
And that's the first round. And who saw this coming? That this fight, this open weight bout between the two was not going to end in the first round. Well, some sportsmanship there. Pereira helping Tae Sung up.
Yeah, Pereira's giving him some credit. He knows he's not in an easy fight.
Wow, that kick was just so strong. You know, Tae Sung is at 100 kilograms, 220 pounds.
Yeah, that side kick to the head was something you don't see every day from Pereira.
Okay, now we're going into the unknown.
Subora against Vera is brought to you by Monster Energy.
For Vera to keep the distance, land some leg kicks after talking a little bit. He's going to stay on the outside. Throw some there, he'll take it. There he goes. Look for Subora to step in big with some big punches, try and get the knockout.
Top of the head, and it's
clinch.
3 knees to the head. The crowd going absolutely crazy here in Manila. Is this going to be a quick finish?
Brandon's doing work right now. He needs to get back on that head kick again. Maybe set it up with a low and then go back up top.
Subora is hurt, is grimacing despite that flying punch that he just tried. Takes a big kick to the midriff, but he's still punching back. Vera's still throwing those kicks there to the inside of the thigh.
Brandon's just picking him apart right now. Subora needs to actually back away.
Subora grimaces again. He's suffering pain somewhere. Nice short right hand from the Ukrainian. Solid ramrod jab from Vera.
Brandon's got to keep those hands up, though. Igor's still dangerous. First round, it's still fresh. Brandon's pawing on the outside a little bit. But could probably go to the body, the inside of the leg again. You can tell he's getting ready to throw that kick. Brandon needs to keep those hands up tight, though. Igor's recovered now. He's feeling fresh.
Holy shit, my ears. Jesus.
Both men swinging, both men just ducking under the punches. Heavyweights, he could finish any second. Big man can get that leg up really high. Oh, right hand and a left as well. From Subora.
Subora's bleeding a little bit from the bridge of his nose.
Igor's a little bit uncomfortable with something he's been practicing for a while now, and it could be the nose that's causing him trouble.
Got a little bit of redness around the left eye as well. Brandon keeps switching stance, keeping Igor thrown off a little bit. Subora's still dangerous. He's coming in with that big right. This is what he said he was going to do.
Oh, kick to the midriff. Kick just above the knee that could hyperextend it. Damaging kick, that is. Straight pushes the thigh back, locks the knee up. Good left hand from Igor. Sent Brandon back a pace. Looks for it again. Leaps in with it. Nice high guard from Brandon Vera. Left hand again from the Ukrainian. Oh, right hand, it was a good one.
Brandon stepping in, throwing those short little choppy elbows. Stand on the outside, really executing his game plan to a T right now. I talked to him the other day, he said this was exactly what he wanted to do.
Brandon looking for the left hand downstairs. Gets clipped by a couple. Oh, left hand! It's over now. Olivier Costa sitting up. Watch out for the fast start from Christian Lee. It's very much his signature. He doesn't hang about.
Stance by Christian Lee, rather. He's actually slowed down quite a bit. He's kind of understanding composure and how to be relaxed, but he can explode at any minute. And a big right hand landed by Martin Nguyen.
Really cuffed him, didn't he? Got a clean shot in there. By far the biggest step up for Christian Lee is what Martin Nguyen represents. And Christian got back in with a left hand there that also caught his opponent fairly cleanly. So a good punch each from these men in the opening seconds.
That overhand right is real dangerous for Nguyen because Christian kind of keeps his posture really high and his head looks like it's really elevated, so he doesn't kind of tuck the chin in. So he's susceptible to that overhand right from Martin Nguyen.
It's Lee very much in pursuit mode.
Sure, the sun is so hectic in here, babe.
Nice catch there on the kick, spins around, takes control, and this is where Martin Nguyen wants to get this fight. He wants to make it dirty, wants to make it gritty. He likes to drag these fights down to the ground, trying to single it.
What's her plan? Like, when is she supposed to get this sorted by? So what, she has 4 days.
Flexibility,
Agility,
Okay.
that's right, exactly the word we were looking for.
There's another one of those big right hands coming from Nguyen, but Christian ducks under it. We have ourselves a fight, folks.
What an arc to that uppercut from Nguyen, which I'm not sure that it connected, but sent out a message, didn't it?
When I saw this fight on the card, I knew that this one could be the Fun 88 fight of the night.
What a decent overhand right that was from Nguyen as Lee came in.
He's throwing at a stiff jab there. He's got an awkward guard. He keeps a very wide guard, very wide stance. Not your typical boxing stance or Muay Thai stance.
Good left jab from Lee there, but it's that counter overhand right from Nguyen that he's got to be careful of when he throws that jab.
Nice. I like how he threw that overhand right, stepped forward with the right foot, and then came with a left overhand.
Lee's been quite adept just in the last 20 seconds of getting counter break with those punches, but he caught that one and went down and bounced straight back up again.
That's it, man. Christian's got to get his chin down. His head's really high in the air, and Nguyen is taking advantage of that with these big overhands.
Can't take your eyes off this one for a second. Good ramrod left jab from Christian Lee.
Now Christian's starting to get a little bit more compact in his stance. Again, another overhand right,
kick.
Steve.
Yeah, he threw the kick and was exposed to the right hand, wasn't he? These counters from Nguyen are expert punches.
I mean, she technically had to do it today, tomorrow, or Friday. She has 3 days, or it's the first coming up. So she has this week, or what? She just doesn't hold her word.
You can just see that little bit more seniority from Nguyen. A little bit more cleanliness to his work.
Well, he's timing these overhands perfectly. Christian's got to keep that chin tucked. Not let him get caught by one of these big overhand rights, or lefts for that matter.
Christian Lee hasn't seen an opponent like this in the One Championship cage, and that's a good right hand. And it sent Nguyen stumbling it, and Nguyen's in trouble. And Lee just wobbles up. Nguyen will pounce on this. This could be his opportunity. Gets in close. That head is exposed to possible knees. Lee bounces back up, but he goes back down again. He's certainly shaken up.
Christian's hurt, Steve.
1
Christian's
minute
hurt.
left.
Big left hook landed by Nguyen. Started this onslaught, and Nguyen is jumping all over it.
Could already be the Fun 88 fight of the night, this one. You just cannot take your eyes off it.
He's kind of got him in a guillotine here, sort of a modified choke.
Oh, it looks very clean as well.
He's kind of lacing his hand
Yeah,
around his
under the chin.
bicep.
I'm not sure how he's getting through this.
Christian's fighting. He might be out,
I
Steve.
think he
He's
is.
out.
I think he is. It's finished.
Fake early there from Ramazanov. Look how he towers, 10 centimeters taller than Ognjen Topic. Two superb Muay Thai world champions in the circle at the moment.
Like the feints already from Ramazanov. He utilized that push kick very well. See how he steps in with that push kick? He connects first with the push kick, and then he throws a lot of feints off it.
Topic has to get inside the reach of Ramazanov. That will be the key here. Jab 2 from Ramazanov. He's got speed, he's got length. And again, the uppercut threads on the chin of Ognjen Topic. There's the right hand. Topic backed up early here. Ramazanov, a house on fire. Another uppercut, tucks in under the chin. There's a big right hand, backs up the American again.
There's no feeling out process from Ramazanov. He immediately found his range and his distance with that push kick, and he is putting the heat on Topic.
Just digging the balls of the feet into the midsection of Ognjen Topic. Fires the right hand down the center corridor again. Oh, how taste my feet! Smack bang to the kisser of Ognjen Topic. Well, referee Onari puts a count here at Ognjen Topic. It has not been the start the American serve wanted. Glances to his corner. They are barking all sorts of instruction, but this is Ramazanov at his finest, at his most aggressive. Ramazanov has come for a quick finish tonight. Nice hook off the right hand there from Aliverdi Ramazanov. Fakes. Oh, the front kick again. It sends Topic down. This is spectacular from Ramazanov. The beanpole, the tower of power, checks the low kick, goes down the center again. Another push kick. Ramazanov, confident, oozing out of every pore. Good high check there from Ramazanov. When he is on, and he is masterful to watch.
Doing a beautiful job with those hands and closing this thing.
Bang, he dropped in for a second time. One more count in this round, it's over. One more knockdown, it's over for Ognjen Topic. Can Ramazanov finish him with 35 seconds to go? Yes, he does. That's good night, Irene. He could make Coffee nervous. Here we go, first round of action. Big height advantage going the way of Pucci. Can he use his reach here?
These are the low kicks. That's what Urrutia said he wants to do. He wants to go after the lead leg of Bruno Pucci to eliminate that. Oh, he tested the chin right there. Caught him with a straight right.
Urrutia said there'll be no feeling out process. And already aiming towards that jawline of Bruno Pucci. Pucci's got to use that long, sticky jab of his Mitch.
Yeah, we gave Bruno Pucci the grappling advantage, but the striking is going to get really intriguing between these two. Who can get off first? Who can utilize that head movement and throw out those punches?
Beautiful tagging left hand there from Urrutia on the front foot. And Pucci circles into the right hand. Doesn't want to be going that way. That's the power hand of the Honey Badger. High right roundhouse from the Brazilian.
Bruno, he's coming in, he's getting tagged by Urrutia. He's got to move that head, utilize some lateral movement. Urrutia's catching him in some wild exchanges here.
They clinch up for the first time. Urrutia's left hand's been doing damage in the striking so far. He's got an overhook on the right arm of Pucci. He looks for a takedown. What a start.
You can see Urrutia just shrugging him off with that whizzer on that left side. He's pushing him away, creating a little bit of space. This first clinch is going to tell us a lot about the grappling capability. Is Bruno Pucci able to control him? But Urrutia was able to throw him off. Look for that big right hand to come again, Michael.
Will it go back to the left to set up that big thumping right hand? Pucci's got to start to get his jab off. And he threads a nice hook there. Does the Brazilian. Urrutia backs him up. There's the left, the old 1-2. Beautiful smack bang with the kiss with the right hand. And Pucci does a quick count of his teeth.
I'd like to see Urrutia go back to that low kick. That was working for him. He's getting a little bit anxious going after the head. But Pucci, because he landed with those early strikes.
There was the jab from Pucci. Goes a roundhouse kick, lead leg. No switch up to the rib cage. Threads the jab again, does Pucci. A little more flat-footed of the two here is Bruno Pucci. Jab two from Urrutia. Backs up the Brazilian.
Urrutia's leaving his head up when he's coming in, though, so Bruno's able to counter-punch him. As long as he keeps moving back, keeps that head movement.
Shoots in for a takedown. Nice evasion there from Emilio Urrutia. Do you think Pucci is feeling that pressure of Urrutia constantly coming forward on him here, Mitch?
You know, Bruno Pucci's been the victim of two big knockouts. He got to be very careful. He might be a little gun-shy when it comes to rushing in. When he sees Urrutia starting to pressure him, he kind of fades back a little bit. He's got to be careful. There's another one. Big right hand.
Thank you.
Left hook, right hand, two-punch combination. Oh, right hand.
Look what I had.
The legs buckled there, Pucci. Here comes Urrutia. He tags him again. Huge shots taken from Pucci.
The chin's holding up. Pucci's got to do something. He's got to move.
He's in all sorts of bother. Bruno Pucci may be ripe for the picking.
Look how patient Urrutia is. He's not pulling the trigger too soon. He's calculating. Oh, Bruno Pucci's on rubber legs right now.
I don't give a shit against the wall.
Taking more knocks than a front door here in the first round.
I'm not gonna Google it. I'm not gonna pen Google some idiot. If you have a computer, you're on Twitch, go Google it or YouTube it. I don't want to watch your shit. They obviously want me to watch one of these stupid videos when my title is literally blazing and chilling after moving. Yeah, I definitely want to deal with some trolls. Fuck off, unfollow me, please. Jesus. People are weird. Join a stream just to tell someone to watch a video. You think like I give a fuck if you follow me. Ugh, go away. Autism. I'd say retard, but I'm not allowed to say that these days. Okay, autistic retard. I don't care. Honestly, they can fuck off. Oh, this is naughty. He's coming on and, chilling. Well, let me tell this guy to watch a video. He's obviously not entertained enough by watching his own things. I have the IQ of 300 and I know what he's going to enjoy. Tennis ball against the wall. Ugh. I don't want him to get involved. He's literally telling me what to do. I've never gone on like one of the people that are being watched by fucking 50,000 people and be like, hey bro, can you watch a video? Yeah, I know, it's weird. It's not, I don't care. Grande, big time. It's fine, I don't care about weed, I just want to relax. I don't need the weed, you smoke it all. No, I'm saying you must smoke it all. You're rude. Hectic person.
Tries to work the left hand, he posts up on it. Cannot find his way back to his feet. Galani pulls out that post hand, pulls it out again. Oh, now back to his feet now.
Look at that, very good to get back to his feet. Now he's got an over-under. He goes for the headlock. This is his draining position. This is so difficult. Clinch positions are so taxing on the body, and this is where we're going to really see what kind of condition Galani is in. These submission attempts are coming very close, Michael.
Galani back to his feet. All of a sudden, resets maybe for the choke. Like a true Burmese python, wrapping the arms around the neck of Galani. They take a little tango. Look at the size of the back of Alan Galani. You could screen a movie on it. Ripped, stripped, and striated as always. Overhook on the left arm from On Lan Sang.
This is good. He's really doing it. Go! Guillotine attack. It's deep. It's deep.
Touch block. Kick early on from Smokin' Joe Nattawut. Look for Nattawut to unload his hands. Look for the succulent technique, the quarter angle turns, the pirouettes of the Ferrari of kickboxing, Giorgio Petrosian. Who will face Sami Sana in Tokyo? Good check there from Petrosian. Did he check the second one? Petrosian southpaw, orthodox stance on Smokin' Joe. High kick from Joe. Trying to loop the shin around the back of the neck. Checks the low kick from Petrosian. Front kick there from Smokin' Joe Nattawut. Petrosian. Jab to a hook. Nice front kick from Smokin' Joe. Looks to the outside lead thigh. Don't forget, folks, to follow us at One Championship across your social media platforms, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
See Smokin' Joe's work rate just a little bit higher right now than Petrosian.
Petrosian is a little bit more effective in the accuracy department, though. He is landing more effectively. Nottowat's having more success as far as the volume is concerned.
The hands of Petrosian have always been phenomenal. Jab from Nottowat. Edging forward. Good low check there. Nice evasion and lean back from Giorgio Petrosian. Hook from Petrosian. Nice little parry there. Outside leg kick. Just missed the target and accidentally connected to the groin of Petrosian. Down the center corridor, hooking punch from Petrosian. Knees from Smoking Joe Nottowat.
Hands right now from Petrosian are extremely accurate, especially coming off that left side.
Nottowat, who did say in the pre-match media that he considers Petrosian as the greatest kickboxer on the planet, the greatest of all time. And tonight would be his chance to dethrone the great one. Point strike there. Elias Talamsis calling injury time for Giorgio Petrosian.
Our athlete has up to 3 minutes to return to action.
You can see just as Nottowat starts to go for that inside leg kick, just gets a little bit high there on Petrosian. That was the second time. First time grazed it, second time connected. Injury time on this one, athlete is allowed up to 3 minutes for medical examination and recovery. If the athlete is unable to resume in the allotted time, an official decision will be given. If we're not past the second round, it's a no contest. Once it gets past the second round, then we go to the judges' scorecards. You can just see that inside leg kick from Smokin' Joe caught the cup.
For the right to compete against Sami Sena in the One Featherweight Kickboxing World Grand Prix Championship Final on October 13 in Tokyo, Japan. And the right to challenge for US $1 million. They recommence here in the first round. Those slick hands of Petrosian versus the legs of Smokin' Joe. Outside leg kick from Petrosian. There's the hook and the little quarter angle turn. Tries to thread the left hand. Smokin' Joe with the round kick. Then goes upstairs looking for the neck. Cracks away to the rib cage to Smokin' Joe. Goes down the breadbasket with the hands.
You can see the deep.
He drops into the straight left hand. And Joe's down. Oh, Joe's down. He may not get up.
That's it.
He may not get up. It's over. It's good night already.
Yuji Shimada gets us underway. This fight brought to you by Petron, fuel for everyone.
For Timofey to come out real hard and aggressive. Big punch right there. They both landed.
Will this go beyond the first round then? That's the question we've been asking. Timofey says no, don't really want it to do that. Already landed big right hands and that kick. What can Edward do? He was warned by Josh about the fast start.
When people throw with the power that both these guys are throwing with, they generally don't have good cardio. But Edward, he's obviously gone the distance. Oh, he's rocked.
They're swinging for the fences.
You can tell Timofey's got a lot of power in his hands.
He really does, and he's quick too, and he puts everything into those punches, doesn't he? I think the first time Edward went down, he was kind of off balance, but he was knocked off balance, to be fair.
He's been knocked off balance, though, at least twice now in this first 20 seconds, 30 seconds of the round. Timofey's being a little cautious, though. Timofey's setting it up really nice. He's kind of feinting that little bit of a jab coming over the top with the right hand. He's also looking to catch the kick and throw the right hand at the same time. He's done it twice now.
Look for Edward to kick quite a lot. Another of these wushu fighters he enjoys. I was just about to say a spinning back fist. I was going to suggest that he might not have time to throw them in this fight because Timofey looks so up for it and so quick. But no, he's got one off already. He'll do a spinning back kick as well from time to time.
Timofey lands that right hand again. They're still kind of, believe it or not, they're still kind of in the filling out process.
It's the touchiest feeling out process I've ever seen, I think.
One's throwing 1 and 2. When they start throwing 2s and 3s, though, like what I mean by that is they're throwing 2 and 3 punch kicks combination.
Right hand from Timofey caught Edouard flush.
Another one right there.
Really throws with bad intention, as Mike Tyson used to say, doesn't he?
Timofey's finding that mark, though, every time. It's just a matter before he finds the tip of the chin. You see Edward looking to set up a spinning back kick or a spinning back fist, something along those lines. He's turning his body sideways.
Caught again, I think, there, Edouard. Just kicks everything into those right hands, the Russian.
Well, we're halfway through the round, which is about that's longer than he's gone in half of his fights.
Oh, there it is, the spinning back kick.
Just missed. Timofey did the right thing. He stepped in to close the distance, so he wasn't able to get hit with that spinning back kick.
Edouard can take that spinning back kick upstairs as well. This one landed much lower around the hips.
Whoa. Caught him again with that right hand.
He did. He's got a pretty good chin, Edouard. Cuts fairly frequently.
What Timofey is doing?
Oh, the knee to the head. Wow, that was a devastating finish.
Referee Atsushi Onari gets us underway. The fluorescent trunks on Dre, the red and gold on Nattawut. This one brought to you by United International Pictures' Mission Impossible Fallout in cinemas July. Body shot nicely done off the lead hand from Smokin' Joe. Then goes to the outside thigh. Checks the inside leg kick. Jab 2 from Smokin' Joe. Knees are permitted, elbows are permitted. Front kick there from Joe, highlights roundhouse kick. Good roundhouse kick again off the lead leg from Joe, and a nice high check. Front kick from Dre. Overhand right from Smokin' Joe, he tags it! Here comes the monster truck! Here comes the punishment! Joe with the heavy artillery!
Wow, good job by Dre to keep his wits about him when the onslaught was coming down.
Look at these knees from Joe Nattawut, the trajectory!
Stop!
The point of the knee driving into the outside left thigh of Dre. Smokin' Joe, house on fire here in the first round. The uppercut, the elbow, the high kicks.
Michael, you said you wanted to see the Smokin' Joe from Lion fight, and this is the Smokin' Joe.
Smokin' Joe Nattawut opening up on Johan Dre in the first round. There's the right hand. Dre's on rubber legs. Smokin' Joe unloading. The elbows now. The body shot to the liver. Dre in a whole lot of bother. The right. Down goes Dre. He's doing the chicken dance. And referee Onari puts a standing count on. Dre's okay to go on. Go! Joe pounces on him again. High left roundhouse kick, trying for the headache maker. Joe with the overhand right. Uppercut from Joe. There's the left hand. Smokin' Joe goes to the body. The power, the precision of the Muay Thai monster truck.
Wow, with those small gloves, it is just slicing through the guard of Dre. You can see Johan Dre trying to cover up like he's covered up with big gloves, but there's so little room to get through.
Overhand right from Smokin' Joe. Ties him up, there's the elbow to the orbital. Uppercut elbow, and a beautiful Muay Thai duck there from Smokin' Joe Nattawut.
That was a beautiful redirection there. Came around and just sat Johan Dre down.
Left hand to the right. Johan Dre, how is he still standing?
That could be where the similarities end. Look at the low stance that Nguyen has. Ready to spring into action. That's a very unorthodox beginning. I haven't seen that from him before. Takes a kick to the leg and a right hand from the Chinese fighter.
Martin Nguyen knows he has the advantage here on the ground, but Lee Kai-Wen has been working so hard. Nice little stuff there. Martin Nguyen went in for the takedown. A big belly-to-back suplex there by Lee Kai-Wen as he spins, but gives up his back there as he attempts the back elbow.
It's a very fast-paced start from Lee.
Lee Kai-Wen's got big takedowns. He likes those suplexes. Little exchange, little show of respect there.
Big bolo right hand, overhand right, like a fast bowler from his home country of Australia. Tried it again. That right hand comes from a way back and he delivers it quickly, just as Lee was coming in. I'll be wary of that next time he jumps into the attack.
Ooh, nice body shot.
Started off with a knee. The punches came in and then he goes for the takedown, but Nguyen defends it well.
Ooh, what a furious exchange by Lee Kai-Wen.
It all started from Nguyen.
As he
superb single punch.
Big body kick, but Nguyen answers right back with a right hand of his own.
And the uppercut again. What a rocking blow that is. The right hand from Nguyen, this time as the counter. And that is the fearsome weapon for the Australian. No question so far. Oh.
Both these fighters have been saying all week how they want to apply pressure and just come forward, and they're both just slamming into each other.
And Nguyen goes down. Tremendous punch from the Chinese man. They are so well matched, these two. What an entertaining brawl.
What a chin on Martin Nguyen to take that shot.
Second time he's shown a great deal of resilience to these hard punches.
That punch echoed around the stadium as Lee Kai-Wen attempts to go for a Kimura, possibly. He's got kind of a chicken wing there. Just kind of soften him up, Nguyen, with the big body shots there, just thumping on Lee Kai-Wen's body. Yeah, he can use this time now to just recover. If he was hurt from that big punch by Lee Kai-Wen, Nguyen can just sort of gain his composure and just recover fully if he is hurt.
Lee is bleeding from the nose, no doubt from some of the tremendous punching exchanges that these two have got themselves involved in.
Yeah, I think it was that first uppercut, Steve.
Yeah, will often do damage to a nose and uppercut.
Both these fighters are showing a huge heart and big chin to take shots like that.
We've seen some tremendous punching. Two super uppercuts from Nguyen and a sparkling left hook from Lee. Will they be taking a breather on the deck here, Mitch, or is this just as hard work, only slightly different?
Man, after that shot...
Oh, the kick to the head. Technical ground kick, number 2 comes in. Number 3. Oh, and the left hand there.
Big left hand.
Clean, and another one. And Lee's in trouble.
Oh, now he's jumping all over it. Looks like the break is over and the rear naked choke is sunk in. He doesn't have the hooks in, so the leverage isn't there, but he can still finish from this. He chooses to let it go and just kind of control the back. He's got to work on that position before he attempts the submission. That is an amazing 4 minutes of action here.
The good news is there's still 50 seconds to go in this round if it goes that far, and we've got 2 5-minute rounds after this. It's a great contest.
You can see now he's got one hook in, and he's just choosing to do damage as he slides that second hook in. Now he's in a really good position to unload.
6 right-hand punches in a row coming through. Nguyen on top, literally.
Flattened out, and Nguyen is unloading on him.
Olivier Coste is looking closely.
Lee Kai-Wen has got to move. He's got
it's over. The punches came in unanswered. Martin Nguyen extends his record to 6-1.
Edward Follett, former lightweight world champion. Eddie Alvarez, former UFC and Bellator world champion. Wild hooking punches from both men, but Alvarez may have drawn the short straw on that exchange. Overhand right from Alvarez, trying to lock on a guillotine early here. The wushu striking of Follett. hands like slabs of granite. And the leg kicks are thumping. But Alvarez can brawl, can get on the inside and make it a dogfight, make it vicious. The turning back kick from Falaya. He goes to the liver section. Gotta watch the turning liver kicks, gotta watch the cutting side kicks.
I like that left hook of Polyang right now. It's really trying to find a home on Eddie's chin. You can see him testing it, but Eddie says he wants to test Polyang's chin. Polyang's been knocked out tremendously in some of his past matches, and Eddie wants to test that. That movement fading already.
Polyang hooks the punch, then goes the uppercut off the right hand. A high round kick, the spinning back fist, the outside leg kick from Polyang. Putting together the combinations early on is Edward Polyang of the Philippines.
Like those fans coming from Eddie, he heard him.
Alvarez is hurt. The Wushu leg kick. Here comes Polyang. This place going bananas.
Eddie's got to survive. He's got to slow Polyang down. The ground pound's coming.
Holding the stars on the legs, but he's in trouble. He's hurt here. Here comes Polyang. They're going crazy.
Oh, beautiful.
He's on top now. Alvarez on top, and he turns the tide. And now it goes silent.
And you got to know what's going on with that leg, though. You got to question it. How bad was his leg hurt with that thunderous leg kick landed by Polyang? Now Eddie's trying to work his way into mount. Is that topside jiu-jitsu we were talking about, Michael? And he's
Polyang gets his back. He's flattened out. This is not good from Polyang. Alvarez will take his time. He'll try and work the choke.
Oh, look
He's
at him
flattened
prying
out
up
like a
that chin.
Filipino pancake. This could be the beginning of the end of the Good Night Irene. Eddie Alvarez is back. Eddie Alvarez is back. And he's booked his ticket to Tokyo. He did it in one round.
Hey guys, it's Misha Tate. If you want to see more awesome One Championship content, make sure you click that subscribe button. Click it so you don't miss it.
For me, John Jones is the reason I started watching UFC because he was
Again, they battle in another big knee.
Considered by many to be the greatest fighter to ever do it.
He's got a choke. Trying to choke him out. He's standing right here.
Lyoto's in trouble.
John Jones remains the UFC light heavyweight champion.
Chokes Lyoto Machida completely unconscious.
Nice knee there up the middle by Brown. Whoa. He's gonna look for that elbow. He's out.
Referee steps in, Matt the Immortal Brown. Exactly what he was looking for tonight.
He catches this kick. It was about the third time, and then he just launches this huge elbow right behind the ear, and Diego is completely out. Look at this elbow. He winds up. That's just classic Matt Brown right there. Boom. And the equilibrium is completely gone from Diego Sanchez. He kind of palms the face. Boom. Big right elbow over the top.
And we are underway for our main event. Aspen Ladd is in the black. Jermaine Durandamy is in the blue. Just like that, Jermaine Durandamy.
That is it. One shot puts her down, and the referee saw enough. The very first punch that Jermaine threw A right hand, it put her down. And Herb Dean saw enough. She's coming in, feints with the left, the right hand goes out. She dropped badly. Perfect shot, great placement. It was a beautiful shot, it was a great shot, it was powerful. Oh, he's got his arm.
But he's got his arm. Moraes in trouble. Spins out of it. Wow.
And he separates. Back to the center they go.
Oh!
Big kick, and that is it. Magic Marlon Moraes hits the button indeed to score the knockout victory.
Absolutely brutal knockout, and that is classic Marlon Moraes. We've seen that from him before outside of the UFC. He got back to the exact ways that he wanted to be and made a huge statement here tonight. Wow. Straight knee right to the jaw by Marlon.
Now, let's see if Perry stays disciplined. He's going hunting now. This is what he loves.
Trying to throw a knee inside as Perry lands it. And it's lights out in Nashville. Mike Platinum Perry. It only takes one shot.
Hello? It's up here somewhere. I think it's along there. Yeah.
Man, times it perfectly with the left hook and drops him. and look, once this kid smells that you're hurt, that's when the aggression comes out. That's when he's at his best. I mean, look at the power he generates. Short elbow there. Boom. He is explosive. He's learning. He's getting better. Man, he found his timing there in round 2 and ended this fight.
I mean, look at the fakes of Viviane. That's really offsetting. She's fake, 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 and then right hand. Very nice.
And the reason those feints are working is because she scored takedowns. If she had never taken her down, she wouldn't be worried about drop. Oh,
that's it. That is it. Big, huge right hand. Oh, my gosh.
Wow. What a moment for Araujo.
Gracious.
Look at that. Right hand over the top. That little small feint, though. That little small feint down. Look at how she drops her head off to the side. Lands the overhand right. Big overhand gets the finish. If you're at 115 and you just saw her knock out a 135-pounder, you are on notice about Viviane Araujo. Less than a minute now to go in the round. What a war.
Volkanovski with an incredible pace here, too. He's just putting a lot of pressure on Mendez. Ripping to the body. He drops him.
That's it. That's it.
Alexander the Great has arrived.
Huge fight.
Wow. Alexander Volkanovski has finished Chad Mendez, and with immediacy vaults into featherweight title contention.
Wow. What a victory for Volkanovski. Here we see the beginning of the end, the knee to the body. I mean, he's just relentless, staying on top of Chad Mendez. And the jab, as we were talking about before, is a big factor. Look at this, rips to the body here. Hits him with that one on the forehead. And that's what dropped him. It was the one to the temple. And then boom, there's one behind it. Amazing victory for Alexander Volkanovski.
Who left a successful rugby career, put his family's life on hold to pursue the UFC dream. And how about that result tonight? Ooh.
And that is it.
Down and out.
That is it.
There is the finish that has eluded Kamaru Usman.
And Usman said he had to make a statement, and he made a statement. He dropped him out cold. He was just getting in there, trying to force this knockout. He had to make a statement. Bam, he landed it. Usman did not care if Moraes hit him. He wanted to brawl. He wanted to hit this man. He wanted to put him out. Put himself in some dangerous positions to get it, and he earned what he put himself there for. He got that knockout because he forced it.
Nice body kick and a big right from Nunes. Oh, Nunes was... Oh! Huge head kick for Nunes. Home is out. Amanda Nunes, still queen of the jungle. Whoa! Just too good. Amanda Nunes has now beaten every former UFC Women's Bantamweight champion. What a legacy.
She just perfectly chambers that kick. Look at that kick. That is a beautiful, perfect right high kick facing a southpaw.
Amanda Nunes set that up, chambered that knee up. She didn't telegraph it. Fast and accurate. Beautiful job, Amanda Nunes. Wow.
Less than a minute now to go in round one.
But I mean, that's Ion Cutelaba trying to step inside to throw that spinning back fist. But by stepping inside, you get right in the line of sight for that piston-like left hand of Ankalaev.
Magomed Ankalaev trying to get Cutelaba out of there. Unconscious. Ankalaev with style points tonight.
No question anymore, John Andy. There is no question anymore as to who's the better fighter.
Under 2 minutes to go now.
Going for a single leg. He's going to try.
Oh, guillotine!
Count. There's a guillotine.
That looks tight. That looks very tight.
De Randamie.
Is she going to get it? I think she's out. I think she might be out.
No way.
Out.
Is she out? Is she unconscious?
She's out. De Randamie ends it by submission. Pena shot in for a takedown.
Oh my goodness.
And that ends it.
Wow. And a nice inside leg kick there and a high kick.
Oh, he's wobbled. Just as I said, no kicks. He went low, then came high. A little bit of a wobble there. Oh! Man! Jeez. Went for the flying knee.
Oh, there it is! Yuri Prochazka! Baby boy! Welcome to the big show! Man! Volkan Oezdemir is still removed from consciousness. The Czech Republic's Yuri Prochazka lives up to the hype and then some tonight. Both guys starting to open up. Some nose damage for Reyes, who covers up here.
I didn't notice it until now. I'm looking at it. Oh, they're slinging. Wow. There's that left kick from Reyes.
Reyes really starting to open up, but Jan Blachowicz continues to land. 30 seconds to go in the round. Oh! She's hurt! Reyes in a world of trouble! Jan Blachowicz has done it! He's the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion! Paul your guy got it done!
Blachowicz was busy. He was throwing combinations. He invested in the body, and when it got ugly in there, he threw power and got the finish. Izzy can afford himself now to take risks and start going upstairs because now he's got Costa's attention so much. Ooh. And then he's out. And then he's going to go to the leg again.
Oh! Knocked down for Adesanya! Costa trying to recover! That is it! Still undisputed! Quick night at the office for the champion, Israel Adesanya! Too easy!
Carolina doing the right thing.
That's still. Oh, she's going to try and take
And
it
she's
back.
giving up her back now as well.
Oh, is she going to try and take a knee bar? No.
There's a calf slicer though. On herself, I think. They're tangled up in all kinds of knots. She's looking for the knee bar.
Yeah,
she's looking for the knee bar.
Lipski's got the knee bar here.
Yeah.
She's got it.
That is it. Oh, submission by knee bar for the Queen of Violence.
The face is wide open for a counter shot.
Oh, man. That's a third knockdown of the opening round.
Get out of there.
And Figueiredo smells blood once again. He's being dropped.
This is heavy work.
He's mounted.
Looking for the submission. Joseph Benavidez has not been
submitted. That's it. Look at the torque that Benavidez.
He's never been submitted.
He's unconscious. Referee.
Oh, he's out.
He's out. He's out. Davison Figueiredo is the new flyweight champion of the world.
That right there.
What a victory.
Was a dominant performance from the beginning to the end of that round. Davison Figueiredo, beautiful boxing.
3
power
knockdowns.
shots, 3 knockdowns.
Well, maybe he's just boasting. You know, he's
let me see.
Trying to get his guy on tilt.
No, that's swelled up straight away. Oh! What a kick! And he follows it! What a finish by Corey Sandhagen!
Enter the Sandman! Straight to the top of the division with a win like that.
Spinning heel kick to the top of the head, knocks him out, and then finally rolls in there with some beautiful ground and pound. Look at this. And it's all because he's been setting things up so perfectly throughout the night.
What a finish that was from Corey Sandhagen.
And now Gaethje goes inside and lands. Nurmagomedov back to the well with that front kick.
Oh, beautiful takedown by Nurmagomedov and gets the back.
Wow.
He's going to go right back to that same position. Oh, he's going triangle here. Setting up triangle into the armbar. Oh, triangle choke by Nurmagomedov. Oh, as Gaethje goes back shot. Oh, it's up. He's tapping.
It looks like he tapped. Khabib Nurmagomedov. The eagle rises again. He chokes Justin Gaethje to sleep. 29-0.
They are so even on total strikes at the moment.
That might be one of the craziest knockouts I've ever seen in my life, Dan.
That is real-life ninja stuff.
Perfect. Catches the kick. The problem with that is, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me.
Beautiful.
Give him $100,000.
Oh my God.
Dana, give him $100,000. That is a straight-up Taekwondo jump spinning back kick.
That is knockout of the year contender right there.
Nice knee there up the middle by Brown. Whoa. He's gonna look for that elbow. He's out.
Referee steps in. Matt the Immortal Brown. Exactly what he was looking for tonight.
He catches this kick. It was about the third time, and then he just launches this huge elbow.